asking you, you told the detectives no. Are you denying you told the detectives no, you didn't have any boyfriends or anyone you knew that knew Justin Kendall?
And I'm thinking, did we go meet with the detectives the very next day after the break-in? Because then my answer would have been, no, I don't know. I mean, other than Brian Hall that said, that's Justin Kendall. Because Tim was locked up and then went to HIP at his sister, so I'm not...
Let me back up a little bit. I made it clear before the break-ins that you had learned what his name was maybe 2 weeks beforehand.
Right when he walked on the sidewalk.
And he actually said, and I'll go back to the detective's case that we can play as well, that February 8th, it was a Friday, February 8th, he was outside and he learned from a Brian Hall that his name was Justin Kendall.
Okay.
I then asked you, did you talk to Timothy Stoll, because you guys were on the download thing, talking to him, no one knows, anything else, if he knew who Justin Kendall was? And he said, yes, we went to high school together.
And he was still incarcerated at that time. Tim was still incarcerated, so when he got out, I asked if he knew who he was.
Right.
So.
When he got out of home incarceration.
Yeah, right.
And when this all happened, though, as soon as he got out, you asked him if he knew who Justin Kendall was.
Right.
And he was out on home incarceration when these burglaries had happened.
Okay.
Correct?
So, yeah.
Right. I'm not putting words in your mouth.
No, okay. Then,
yes?
Yes. I'm not really sure where you're going, but yes, I'm not sure.
I'm not trying to make this different. I'm just asking yes or no questions.
And whatever I said on there, it's recorded, so, but I know what in my heart, and I know exactly, I know. So I wasn't supposed to have been talking to Tim then. Therefore, I couldn't say, oh yeah, my boyfriend Tim, the one I talked to, while I'm not supposed to, because it was an ongoing thing. I was not. Annetta Gibson was dead set. She, and as were, everyone else. So I wasn't even supposed to be speaking to Tim. So what I said on that tape, replay it if you would like to.
You could be lying.
But I'm telling you what I know exactly out of my heart. So.
And I'm really not trying to be dense. I just can't follow. You told me before the burglaries, and he's out on home incarceration at that point, that you asked him if he knew who Justin Kendall was.
Yes.
And he said yes.
Correct.
He went to high school.
And Tim got out, I don't know exactly what day it was. He got out, so I didn't talk to him all the way before that, so he got out, I think, like the day, I don't even know if I'd have to look at the dates, but...
He was out before the burglaries.
It wasn't very long if he was. If not, it was that day, because he went straight from there to HIP. He had to put a bracelet on, so...
Okay. We're going to have an officer come in and testify. He was out a good week or so before this happened.
Please, because I would like to know dates, because I know exactly when, his mom and them picked him up, and he went straight, because I was at work, left work, and came straight there to see him, so.
Well, you know exactly the date. What's the date?
I'm saying I remember that day, and I remember going there after work.
Okay, so Annetta's on you about the domestic. You tell the detective, Raymer, when he asks you, do you have any boyfriends who know you? Your answer is yes, but not to him that day, because
I wasn't supposed to be talking to Tim, so if I answered that at that time, then I didn't want to violate his...
Annetta Gibson, her office is there, correct?
I'm sorry?
Annetta Gibson, Division 3.
I don't have no idea where she... Oh, I don't know. I've never been to where she is, so... She came to my work to prevent me from getting in trouble and all that. She came to my office to talk to me.
Okay. So, I just need a yes or no. Did you tell the detectives, yes or no, did you tell them that when they asked you, do you have any boyfriends who would know him, did you tell them yes, or did you tell them no?
Well, apparently you have the tape that said I said no, and if I said no, then it was because I wasn't supposed to be talking to Tim, but
Okay, so, and I'm not lying to you, so you said no, but it was really yes.
I knew that they knew each other, yes.
Okay. I'm not trying to fool you here. If we do this, we'll be in trial till December. Okay, so I'm just asking a question. Okay. So you knew who he was, and I don't have to. Did he say that they went to school together or anything like that? Or?
They went to school together.
Did you know Timothy was in a band?
Yes. He jokes around about it all the time.
Which kind of approach?
Yeah.
What am I?
Can you pick out Timmy and
Timmy and what?
Justin? It's a small band, right? I mean,
Well, and this yearbook, I don't guess I've ever seen it because I don't know if Tim has a yearbook or if it's at his mother's or what, but I don't.
I had to subpoena this in.
I see Tim over there.
And there's Tim's head, half his
Yes.
head. Okay,
Correct.
but here over here, you can see he's lined up. I think Stoll,
And
Timothy
how old
Stoll.
in high school he would have been in high school. So I did not know him in high school, but Timothy Stoll, if he's in here, I'm sorry.
Well, he's Timothy
Right.
Stoll.
Okay.
Third
He played in the
row.
band.
Okay, and there's Justin Kendall, right here.
Which the same.
Looks
okay.
looks a
Went
lot
to
alike,
school.
right? So they're
Went to school together.
6 or 7 feet apart, right? In the picture. Yeah, I think we have an agreement. I'm going to enter this as exhibit number 13, defense exhibit 13.
Mud, any objection?
No objection.
So admitted.
So out of all of Louisville, when Justin Kendall's showing up at your place, is he asking you where Timothy Stoll is?
No. He asked where Boo or Boog is, and he mumbled when he said it. Boog, like.
Nothing about Timothy
Nope.
Stoll.
I've never, because I didn't even know who he was at that time, and I guess, I don't know if he knew who I was, so.
Well, because of Adam knew where you lived, though, correct?
I guess he did. He came that one time, yeah.
Okay, so it's just probably bad luck that he happened upon your place and you run into Justin Kendall, and he just happens to know Timothy Stoll.
And I will tell you, everybody in that apartment complex either went to school together or know each other in some way. It's Valley Station, and it's very small. Usually the people that live there are either, they came from there, a lot of that age, they went to school there. Other than myself, I did not. I didn't go to school there, not from there. So I don't know any of those people, but all his friends still live there. A lot of their mothers and fathers still have houses that they've been in for 20 years, so...
Okay. Judge, can I approach? I'm going to show you, these are just pictures of Torrington. They're 1 through 9. If you just look through them, do they accurately depict pretty much how it looks? Maybe other than things green as opposed to gray.
Right. Hmm. And that's going upstairs, which I didn't very often, but then, yep, street.
So those accurately depict how it looked on around that time period, is that correct?
That's what the apartment looks like, yes.
Okay, Judge, I move to admit these as defense exhibits 1 through 9.
objection.
So admitted.
Judge, if I can approach again.
So,
Sorry.
That's all right. Take your time.
Okay.
Ready? Okay. Now, is that an accurate picture? That's the front of the building, is that correct? That's the tree? Like there's a landing? Let me show you.
And that would be from around the side, yes.
Right, a side shot, right? To be able to get a window,
Right.
that window. Is that correct?
Not this window, that
Right,
window.
Right. And can you mark those and just initial that's is that the window he came in?
Let me make sure, because I know that your job is to try to...
It's not to lie to you, though.
No. I
Okay.
just want to make sure it's the correct kitchen window that is at the far side. And I
only
cannot
two
see
up front.
through. I know my son used to play on a tree that was outside of the kitchen window.
Well, let me tell you, there's a window here, and this is a window.
This is the stairway going in
Yes.
to my door, correct?
Yes.
Going into my house, then yes.
Yeah, there's nothing under, like it's a drop there.
Yeah, because it's a tree and then the ground, so, yeah.
Okay, and so can you initial where that window would be right here? Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. And you can initial, it's the one with the shutters,
yep.
right? And so that one has the shutters. This one doesn't, and that's the first window, right? So
Right.
that clears it
That's the
up
one- yeah, the
like
first one.
blood.
Uh-huh.
Can you initial the windows that they came in on?
What am I, the one he came in on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. And where it would be over here on this one?
Your finger, thank you, sorry. I just didn't want to write on
Yeah.
your, right there, okay.
And right there, too. Sorry. Judge, can I publish these to the jury?
what's the exhibit number on those?
These are actually, they're 1,
1 through 9?
3, and 5.
Oh, 1, 3, and 5.
These are just the pictures of the kitchen window.
Yes, sir.
that-
Permission.
There's nothing. Now, that window, it's not on the ledge, right? There's a drop, like, on the front
Porch.
of your apartment.
There's a porch, and then it is not by the porch.
It is not on the porch.
Right. We had some oil, the things that you catch oil in when he changed oil. We had 2 of those, and because we weren't supposed to, our landlord, we kind of threw them under there, and they were under the window in that little area where the tree was. So, but that, other than that, it's it's not on the porch.
Okay, so, you're not, a normal person's not tall enough to, like, you'd have to stand on something in order to get in through that window, is that correct?
Right.
But the other window you could just go into,
Correct.
okay? Now, were there any pictures, any type of documentation, anything showing something that would bolster someone being able to get up through that window? So how did,
Unless they had someone helping them, or had something to step on. The trees in the back of our apartments, they cut a bunch of wood, because my son used to roll stumps that were, I don't know where they were cutting trees in the back, so he used to roll stumps around. So, but you can get in the window if so I don't. And that one's in the bushes, kind of, hidden, so that one's over in the dark.
did you ever go out and look for oil cans or oil cans like stacked up to try to get in the window?
We absolutely did. We went around, and there is plenty of stuff that could have, that you could use. It's not impossible to climb in a window, so.
Okay, now, but you said on the emergency call that he went out the window.
And I did after that say, I'm not really sure why, being flustered, but he went out the front door. I know for a fact, yes. Came in the window and went out the door.
Okay.
I have nothing to gain from this. So, I know exactly what happened. He went out the front door, in the window, and out the front door.
Right, it's just, you didn't, okay. You say to the detectives, when you talk to them, the window is high, it takes two oil, like there's two oil pans, the window is high, you have to do that to get up inside of it. But you didn't see two oil pans, were you just guessing on how someone?
No, we put our oil pans down there. That's where we keep them. So the landlord didn't, because you're not supposed to have and disposing of oil. So we had the oil, I don't know, they're big and heavy and they were, dirty. So I didn't want them up on the porch. So we put them down in the bushes. So.
Okay, was there any oil in the house from shoes or anything else like that? I mean, are you saying that?
I have no idea what he used. I didn't.
Okay, so we just don't know.
I don't know.
You told the detectives when they went in, he came into, now your daughter says she was on the couch by herself.
Yeah, when she went to sleep, she was. So.
Okay. But you testified you went to sleep with her and stayed asleep with her.
I lay down after she went to sleep because I was watching TV in the living room.
Okay. But she says she was by herself.
Hmm.
And that after the person left and he's saying, I'm sorry, that he was saying, I'm sorry, backing out and slowly went out the front door and shut the door lightly.
I don't lightly. I mean.